All right, so welcome to this live stream. This is the first time I'm doing a YouTube live stream, so I'm really excited about this. I hope it will work out and that you can hear me. Everything looks good on my end, so if you hear me, you can just write a comment or something. There is a comment section on the page. There are already a few comments. Hello, nice to see that some people are here. So if you hear me okay, then you could just do a thumbs up or a comment, and that would be great. So what we're doing today, it's because I'm releasing my music. I've been preparing for this for a very long time, actually over 20 years, and now it's time. And that feels very special, very special. It's going to be 2 songs. They're going to be released on Spotify and iTunes, etc. tomorrow, on the 15th. Tomorrow is it's a new moon today and tomorrow. All right, thanks. I see there are some comments, people are hearing me, so that's great. So today and tomorrow is the full moon. I've learned that it goes on for 3 days. So it's today, the day before yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And so tomorrow the music will be up. And today is a pre-listening party for especially invited people. So very welcome to you here. We're going to listen to the 2 songs. I'm starting with 2 songs. It's basically a double single. Yeah, so I'm going to play these 2 songs here. And I'd love to read your comments, and if you have any questions or anything about the music or the creative process or anything else, then you're welcome to write that, and I will do my best to answer it. We're going on for half an hour, and yeah. So let's get into it. So I'm going to change the picture here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the first song. It's called Inspiration, Harmony, Play, which these 3 words, I've had them with me for a long time in a slightly different form. It used to be inspiration, harmony, and joy, and then it transformed into Inspiration, Harmony, and Play this summer, which is also when I wrote this song. It was based on lyrics that I wrote actually around 20 years ago. In fact, I wrote a lot of lyrics around 20 years ago. And a friend of mine, I used to have a friend who listened to The Doors a lot, and he told me that Jim Morrison apparently wrote a lot of lyrics when he was very young, and then he kept coming back to those lyrics. So he had a whole bank of lyrics, and then he kept using those lyrics also later on when he did music later on towards the end of The Doors. And I felt inspired by that. So I have a lot of lyrics, and this was an occasion where I found these sort of lyrics, and I thought, wow, this could become something. And I rewrote it a little bit, tweaked it a little bit, added some new parts, and then this music came, and I was very happy about this song. It was the second song that was included in my vlog that I started this summer. Hey, Jean-Yves, you're also here. Bienvenue. So this song was the second song in my vlog, and as you might have noticed, I've changed YouTube channels for a few reasons, but this is my new YouTube channel, so you're welcome to follow this one as well. So Inspiration, Harmony, and Play. Yeah. So let's get into it. I'm gonna play this song to you, and let me know what you think. Let's see.
Jewel shining inside you to be revealed by you. His presence is drawing you to you. Its glow is radiating you. For the fog to dissipate, we go on. For regain lucidity, we stand strong. For the lantern held up high, we belong. For the miracle of play, we are one. Calling your attention. Its petals are arranged. Moment of salvation. Behold the beauty unfold. For the endless road we travel, we go on. For the higher rules unravel, we stand strong. For the gift of each new day, belong. For the miracle of play, we are one.
All right. So, yeah, that was the first song. Um, and it's really fun with the comments that you're writing here. So keep it coming. And welcome to a few more people who've joined. Ida, Marianne. Yeah, the cover is really nice. It's the painting is made by Magdalena, great artist. And I thought it fit the music quite well with the inspiration and the harmony in the play. So yeah. Yeah, thank you. So the second song is it's quite different in its character. It's more intense in a way. So I'm gonna swap to the other picture now. It's called Stand Up. And it's more of a rock song. This is a song that was in a somewhat different version. It was the first song that I included in the blog last summer. And I think it adds a nice contrast to the first one. The first one is a beautiful song and it's a heartfelt message, and this second one is it's a more direct message. And it's like stand up, as the title implies. Yeah, let's listen to that. Let's see how things work out here. I'm happy to see that the comments keep going in here. So let's see.
Stand up, time to straighten up. Time to stand up, time to straighten up.
Stephen was a man of grace, about to face the tortoise face. Tired of waiting, time's not real. Life's just turning like a wheel. Confused by demons night and day, couldn't differentiate from grey. Skeptic thoughts and not surrender. See the thought as thoughts on wonder.
Somebody stand up, somebody straighten up. Somebody stand up, somebody straighten up.
Locked in chains we speculate on the shadows and incarnate. Need to serve returning time out and watch the countryside. Building statues from my mind, come the posture in my spine. Coiled awake and now we'll ride, reaching further, improvise.
Yeah, stand up, straighten up. That's my message in this second song. It's about having a good posture and standing up. Standing up for what you believe in, standing up for who you are. And I find that having a good posture, it's an important thing. Like a physical posture, it maintains and helps me to stand for what I believe is right. So that was the second song, and it's yeah. Thanks for the comments. Thank you, Gabriella. Welcome, you too. And thanks, Martin. Bisous to you too. It is a very different type of song, and it's really the idea here. I have an eclectic approach to music, and at the same time, I feel that there is something which connected to. So with this being presented, I hereby declare myself a rock star. So now I'm a rock star. See me, world. Hear me. And yeah, wearing shades at night is a part of that. Sometimes not. Right now it is. So this is the first release I'm doing. It's going to be on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, etc. tomorrow. And there will be more to come, much more to come. And if you're interested in hearing more of what I'm doing, then by all means, subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Facebook, and I will make updates regularly. And I can already tell you now that the next song that I will be releasing quite soon is going to be a song called Stars. This is a song that has been with me for a long time. And it's a rather personal song. And I think it's a very important song in these times we're living right now, this time and age. So within a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit more, just over 2 weeks, it will be presented. And yeah, and I will put it up here on YouTube. So yeah, thanks, Ida. I spent a lot of time producing that song. I played it a lot. I played it live, mainly with acoustic guitar and song. And this time it will be more full production. So going from the unplugged version of just acoustic guitar and song into making this full production with all instruments, there's a lot of things that come between these two, and I really enjoy that. And this is really what I'm doing now, to move into the production field. So, are there any? Yeah, thanks, Ida. Thanks, Julius and Marianne, all of you watching. So I said this would go on for another 9 minutes, but are there any questions? I'm available, and I'm happy to discuss if there is something that you want to say or wonder about. This is kind of interesting. It's like a one-way communication. In this last year, I've had a lot of Zoom conferences, and it's like usually there is like this feedback going back and forth, and there's the image, and you can do things. In this case, hey Gunther, welcome, willkommen. In this case, it's like I'm delivering, and then you are writing back, so it's a new experience. But from the amount of comments I'm getting, I feel that this is going really well. I'm very happy about this. So this is a first, but it's not going to be a last. Yeah. How does it feel to be a big rock star? Thank you for that question, Ida. It feels great. It feels like I've been preparing for this for a long time, actually. And maybe you know the artist Marilyn Manson. He wrote a book called The Long Hard Road Out of Hell, which was his self-biography, I think. I haven't read it, but I think it was his self-biography. And I think I can relate to that, really. The long, hard road out of hell. And it's been a very intense journey. And now I'm still on the journey, but I feel that I've made a big transition with this release and with all that's happening in my life and in the world at this time. And I feel that it's more and more about allowing what I wish for to come to me. And this is a wish I've had for a long time. And I'm grateful. Yeah, good question. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, feels good. Hmm. Feels good being here with you. And oh, thank you, Moon Sisters. I appreciate that. Love right back to you. Hmm. Oh, here's another question. When did you start writing music? Thank you, Gunter. That's a good question. I wrote my first song when I was around 5. We were living in Kenya at the time. Um, and I'm not sure if I wrote it in Hungary just before going to Kenya or in Kenya, but it was called Breda gator, höga hus. And it goes like this. Breda gator, höga hus. Breda gator, höga hus. Breda gator och höga hus. And there is a Hungarian version as well, which my grandparents helped me with. I think it was my grandmother. Széles utca, magas ház, széles utca, magas ház, széles utca, és magas ház. Yeah, and then when we were in Kenya, I had a teacher, and I think this was my second song. I had a teacher in school who was called Mrs. Johnson. She was very cruel, very cruel. She was the kind of like really old school fascist and sadist teacher who would hit the kids on the fingers with a ruler if they answered wrong. You know, made a mistake, then it's like fingers out and so I wrote a song about Mrs. Johnson. So the impulse for that second, I'm not sure about the impulse for the first song. It was probably just we were walking around in Budapest a lot. But for the second song, the impulse was that I really didn't like Mrs. Johnson. I think my mother at one point said something about how if I liked Mrs. Johnson or not. And then this song came to me. And it went like this. Hur kan du tro att jag tycker om Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Johnson? Hur kan du tro att jag tycker om Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Johnson? Which is basically, how can you think that I like Mrs. Johnson? I didn't. Needless to say. But I really didn't. And the first one, the lyrics of the first one is basically, I guess you'll have to learn Swedish. I'm going to translate that. So yeah, international then already. Yeah, thank you, Ida. So it's been a long time coming. Then I wrote a little bit of music for some time, and I picked up the violin. I played the violin. My father gave me a violin when I was around 7. And then I played violin for a while, and then around when I was 14, 15, I switched to the guitar and piano, and I was in a musical, and some other things happened. And then I started writing music more and more in my late teens. I recorded a demo when I was in my 20s, and then I moved to London, and then that was in 1996, early 1996. And that's when I really started writing like more music with lyrics. And 96, 97, traveling around the world and going to India and other places. It was a special time. Hi, Eskimo's Art, welcome. And then it just kept going. And then I've been writing music ever since. So I guess that's it. It's nearly 7:30, and we said we'd go until 7:30. So thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure. And I'm really happy about all you being here, and thanks for the comments and the questions. And stay tuned for more. So subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon. And I wish you all a pleasant rest of the day or evening, and enjoy. And check out Spotify tomorrow. Tomorrow it's launching. So yeah, that's it from me. Bye.